Yeah, gentlemen. Yeah, well, we will. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. To be able to tell a story. You can start with once upon a time, or you can start with whatever you like, but to give us the speech that is, or practice using stories in a speech, Mr.
Thank you, Lionel. Gentlemen, please welcome on stage Mr. Bert Naude with...
Sorry, I'll give it you. Time never befriends a fool.
With his speech title, very interesting, Time Never Befriends a Fool. Time never befriends a fool, Bert Naude.
Mr. Toastmaster, once upon a time, there was a young man who inherited much wealth from his father. The young man immediately decided to throw party after party, spending his wealth on luxuries and goods. Soon, all his inherited wealth was spent. His father's friends gathered around him to console him. One of them, a wise old man, said to the young man, "Son, it seems you have offended your luck, and your luck has run away from you. Perhaps you should set out on a journey in search of your luck. Maybe you'll find your luck, and maybe you'll convince your luck to return with you." The young man immediately decided to set out on this journey, crossing mountains and valleys in search of his luck. Then one night, the man dreamed that his luck was a person much like himself, sitting there on top of a mountain underneath a tree. The following morning, the man immediately got up and went looking for this mountain. On his way, he first met a fairy lion. The lion looked at a young man and spoke. "Hello, young man. Don't be afraid. Come closer and tell me, where are you going?" So the young man told the lion his story of how he's searching for his luck, hoping to find his luck and convince his luck to return with him. The lion said, "Well, if you happen to find your luck, please ask your luck about me. I am weak and I cannot hunt anymore." The young man promised to ask his luck, and he went on his way. Then he came to a big orchard full of delicious looking fruits. He decided to pick some of the fruit and began to eat, only to realize they were bitter. Then he met the gardener who was responsible for the garden, and he told the gardener his story how he was searching for his luck. The gardener said, "Well, young man, if you happen to find your luck, please ask your luck about my orchard. All my fruits are bitter, and I don't know what to do. If your luck can devise me some kind of remedy, I will reward you bountifully." The young man promised to ask his luck, and he went on his way. Then he came to a beautiful palace, situated in a garden as splendid as paradise. The sole inhabitant of this palace was a beautiful young maiden. She asked the man where he was going, and he told her his story. She said, "Well, you see, I have a grief that grows in my heart day and night, and I have all this wealth in the world. If you happen to find your luck, please ask your luck about me. And if your luck can devise some kind of remedy, I will reward you bountifully." The young man promised to ask his luck, and he went on his way until he came to this big mountain. And right there on top of the mountain, underneath the tree, he found his luck sitting there. He walked up to his luck and he explained to him all about his miserable life. How misfortunate he was, how poor, how sad. His luck listened to him attentively and said, "Young man, all may yet be well, since you've come so far to find me." The young man then asked his luck about all the things he promised to ask, and he received answers. "Now, will you not come with me?" he asked his luck. And his luck replied, "You go first, I will come after you." So the young man returned, and he first met the young maiden and told her, "Your grief will disappear the moment you marry the young man of your choice." And then he met the gardener, and he told the gardener, "There is gold in the water that you use to irrigate your orchard. If you manage to separate the gold from the water, your fruits will be sweet again." And then the young man again met the fairy lion, and he told the fairy lion how he met his luck, and the answers is given to the maiden and the gardener. "Well," said the lion, "that's interesting. Tell me, what reward did the young maiden offer you?" And the young man said, "She said that since I left, she's fallen in love with me and proposed to marry me. But I refused, saying my luck will return to me in any case." And the lion, "And what reward then did the gardener offer you?" And the young man replied, "Yes, the gardener managed to separate all the gold from the water, and he offered me all this gold in return. But again, I refused, saying I couldn't burden myself to carry such a heavy load so far." And the lion asked the young man, "Well, what advice then did your luck offer to me?" And the young man said, "The moment you devour the head of an idiot, you shall be healed." And the lion looked the man dead in the eye, and he said, "By heavens, I will not find a greater fool than you on the face of the earth." And the lion pounced on the young man, ripped off his head, and the young man was dead. You see, in life, in your life, time never befriends a fool. On your journey to your luck, on your journey to your happiness, on your journey, you will find many opportunities right in front of you on what you think is the way to your goal. But don't be so focused on your goal that you miss all life's great opportunities right in front of you. Accept life's great gifts. Be on the lookout for those opportunities. It may be right there on your way. Is it Toastmaster?